Hi everybody, this is Ron Gordon with the Six Figure Trainer Program, and this is number 4 in our little series on putting a marketing plan together, especially if you've never had a marketing plan before. Now, if you've been following along, in week 1 our plan was to simply print out a calendar. Week number 2, our plan was to actually look at this calendar every day, and in this case it was upside down, sorry about that, but look at this calendar every day and begin to let it kind of sink in. Step number 3, which was last week, was to actually pick circle some dates, pick some events you had on here. We use Thanksgiving as an example. And perhaps the most important part of this whole thing was figure out how you could automate or delegate some of the things that you wanted to have done leading up to that event. And I use the example of finding someone in your membership or in your client base that loves to post to Facebook, because they can help you out a great deal. I want to also tell you why I did it this way, because I think it's important that you know I'm a firm believer in learning by doing, which means that unless you create a new habit, you're probably not going to do anything different than you've been doing in the past. And for the first 3 weeks, we were developing the habit of getting you to actually consider a marketing plan. And as I pointed out in one of the previous posts, you only need to spend perhaps 10 minutes a day looking at this, and it begins to sink in, it begins to settle in. So that's why I did it this way. And the next step that we're looking at, which is this week's tip, is we're going to take these calendars and print them out for 6 or 12 months. You can start with 12. A lot of people think that's a good plan. I prefer 6. I just don't like to get out that far in my thinking initially when I'm trying something new. Once you have the calendar for each of those 6 months ahead of you, let's say in 2017, there's a couple things we want you to do. Number 1, identify a theme for each month. I want to have you create a theme for each month. Obviously, January could be New Year's resolution time. February could be Valentine's Day. And you pick things that you want to be a theme for your month in your operation. Then number 2, pick 1 or 2 special events that you want to have that celebrate that month's theme. Kind of cool, because you can get real creative. It could be a special workout, it could be a special event, something like that. But create 1 or 2 events, and then like we did last week, back that up. Take your event and back up how are you going to promote it. It could be something as simple as a flyer, it could be a Facebook post, but you get the idea. And the thing that you want to really focus on and concentrate on is trying to get someone to help you with this. Initially, I don't think it's a good idea to even pay someone, but see if you can get a volunteer. What'll happen when you do that is you learn a lot from the volunteers as much as they help you out. And this can begin to become a process. One of the 2 critical things I think you cannot delegate out completely. You can delegate parts of it, and right now what we're doing is practicing delegating that out. So that's our assignment for the week. Reach ahead 6 months, create a calendar, put some events, themes on it. I keep saying that the same way. Okay, put some themes on it, put a couple of events for each month on it, and delegate. Then you're off to a great start. And here's what I would call a bonus tip. And what I want you to think about when you create your marketing plan is 2 things. I want you to market to your existing people, and I want you to market for new people. Critically important. A lot of people think in terms of, well, I've got to get new, I've got to get new. It's also very important, perhaps even more important, and if you look at the numbers, you begin to see the wisdom real quickly of keeping your existing people. And that means marketing to them and creating things that keep them engaged, involved, and set you so far apart from the competition that people don't even think of going anywhere else. Okay, that's it. You've got 4 weeks of putting it together. If you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. The contact information I think you have already. If not, you can reach me at ron-gordon.com, and we will look forward to seeing you on the other side. Have a great Thanksgiving, by the way. Have a good one, and enjoy your family, your friends, and all of that. Take care. Happy Thanksgiving.